Alright, here we are, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. And we're gonna start. This is an interesting Castlevania. What's the guy's name? The guy's name is Soma. This is a bit different in my Binding of Isaac runs in that these videos are gonna be 10 minutes each. And this game actually has a conclusion, so the videos are gonna stop eventually. After I beat the game normally with Soma Cruz, I am going to beat it with a character that's going to be introduced later, because as in like most of the Castlevania games, there's alternate characters you can play as. I think it's, well, I remember it first appearing in Sympathy of the Night, but it may have showed up even earlier than that. I don't really know though. I'm not a Castlevania expert. I'm talking over this, but there's not really any voice acting, so I guess it doesn't really matter. The Castlevania games aren't really known for their story, but I do like the story, even if it's really simple. There's no big archetypes or symbolism really. Well, there is archetypes, just not. It's not very creatively used. There's the hero, there's the villain. There you go. There's your archetypes. I'm not going to read out the characters, but I am going to give you enough time so you can read it, and if not, you can just pause the video. I don't know how much was explained, but basically you two are friends and now you're stuck in a castle. You're stuck in the solar eclipse, actually. Which is a weird place to get trapped in. You wouldn't expect to be trapped in the solar eclipse. At least I wouldn't. Ah, I think I just spoiled it. Oh well. I spoiled like 2 seconds. It actually auto attacks. All I'm doing is pressing A. Right now he's explaining the core mechanic of the game. Alright, now that he's done talking, the core mechanic of the game is... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. You have soul sets. You have passive and 2 actives. This one's an attack and this one's generally a mobility or something else like that. And each time you kill enemies, you have a chance of collecting their souls, which will give you special powers. Yep. And there. Normally your attack rate is like this, but if you attack just at the end of a jump, like that, you can attack even faster. So you can get in double hits. And that's really useful. But it only works with short range weapons. Well, not short range, just weapons with a short animation. Is this any stronger? Yep, 2 more defense. So, like all Castlevania games, if you break the torches, you generally get goodies. And these enemies can't hurt you until they're fully erect. They can't do anything while they're climbing out. So you could just run right through them. And yeah, this is a generic Castlevania game, kind of. It's an RPG, kind of like exploring game. Like most Castlevanias, there's a different sequence in which you can do things, and I'm pretty sure I just went the wrong way. This imp has one of the best powers in the game, by the way, but I think it's really uncommon. It's hard to get. A lot of the powers, it's really going to be dependent on whether or not we see them. because some of them just take too long to farm up. Got the Gravekeeper, so now we can backdash. You can't really dive, so I can't hit these guys. Yeah, I can't go any lower. I got what I wanted though. We got... It costs 2 more mana each use, but it's stronger. And... oh, no. The way you use your magic or your souls, whatever you want to call them, is up and in the attack button. The green bar is your mana, the red bar is your health, and yeah, the number next to the bar is the actual points. See, we had 320 hit points, and then the bar is just a rough... oh, that kind of hurt. And hearts refill your mana. You can still do the move with the sword. Yeah, I just did it. It's a bit harder though. At least I find it a bit harder. Every single enemy in this game has a soul, by the way. Even the bosses, I think. The bosses reappear later in the castle, so if you don't get the soul the first time, you can always get it later. Oh. This guy choreographs his attacks fairly well. If he puts his arm back, he's gonna smash, and if the fire comes up, that means he's gonna shoot. Alright, and there we go. We leveled up too, so we're gonna have more damage and more health. This orb gives you... it recovers full mana and full HP. So it's always nice to get. By the way, if you ever want the Peeping Eye, which is a great passive ability that shows you where all the invisible doors are, this is a great place to farm it. Sorry, I coughed there. But basically, this is the ideal place to farm it because you can just come out and beat them up. It's better when you have enough damage to one-shot them because then you can just come out, go in. It could still take you upwards to 10-20 minutes if you're unlucky. It's kind of ridiculous sometimes how rare they are. Oh, we got the bat. I guess I should show off the power-ups if I get them. The bat power-up's not too great. But yeah. It works. Oh god. And our first blue power-up. The blue power-up goes in the middle slot. The red power-ups are attack power-ups generally. The blue is... the yellow's passive. The blue's like an in-between kind of power. Generally like mobility like that. This, by the way, is a gliding mobility. And... no, we didn't get the power. You can get multiple souls, by the way, and there are some souls that get... there's one soul in particular, I think it's called like the Headhunter. Yeah, it's called the Headhunter. It increases your damage based on the amount of souls you have. So if you can farm up multiple souls, it'll keep increasing your damage. This is one of my favorite souls, by the way. This guy's. I didn't get it. Oh. Blue Crow also has a really good soul. There's not much I can say about the story of this game without really spoiling it. But I think we showed off quite a bit of the story. So next time I get to a save room, that's going to be the end of the video. Didn't get a soul. That soul was also really rare too. The zombie soldier's soul is a grenade, believe it or not. Oh, what am I doing? I can just do this. Alright. 18 defense is really good. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a save room and then we'll get going. Looks like there might be one down here. If you want to get 100% in the game, you're going to have to find every single secret room, and just 100% in this game is more or less based around, that's really nice. It's more or less based around map completion. So you have 4.8% of the map filled out. I now do extra damage. I don't know how much more damage I do though. Apparently a lot. I don't remember doing 30 points of damage. If you press down and jump, you can drop through the platforms. That's pretty standard. Yep. And that's going to be the end of this video. I was trying to show off a speed trick. You can like backdash and then turn around, and I don't know. It's something that speedrunners would do sometimes. It's really hard to pull off. So this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed.